Do you experience constant friction between what you believe in and what actually happens in life? Have you felt restricted with your beliefs? Or do you often wonder on how you could break out of what you believe in and achieve what you really want to? Welcome to the Alpha Life Project. You know this is the place where the focus is on all things you. We have a very simple agenda of establishing awareness, enabling analysis, and empowering action in your life so that you can also upgrade your life. Always remember, you have only one life. You may as well make it your Alpha Life. This is Bala, your fellow Alpha Lifer and host, and it's a great time for all of us to live our Alpha Life. Today's topic of discussion and introspection is mindsets, what you believe in. We have been discussing a lot about deep stuff, about reality, the here and now. Something that keeps you out of touch with your reality, something that keeps you out of touch with your here and now are your beliefs and the mindsets that come out of your beliefs. That's what we are here to discuss today. Beliefs, they are things that govern your entire life. You may be aware of them, you may not be aware of them. But these are things that govern your entire life. Beliefs are basically thought systems, what goes on in your head. And these govern your life and your actions. These are such huge overarching systems that have been put in place in your mind over many years. They don't get formed in a day or two. They take a long time to get formed. And they get formed because of the opinions that you carry of your experiences or the opinions that others give you. And these could be positive or negative. They eventually make you form a belief in your head. Now, interesting point. You tend to live your entire life based on the beliefs that you carry. Whether aware or not, you do this. And when you are operating from your beliefs, from this entire thought process that you have in your head, you tend to shun the reality of direct experience. You tend to go only by your beliefs. These are formed by your experiences or others' experiences. Remember that. So these start replacing the experience, the direct experience that you can get in life. Your beliefs always limit you. You think that they don't, but they always limit you, your experiences and your life. Because your life and each experience in your life is filtered through your belief. By the way, these beliefs, they are hard-coded into your DNA. They have been there from prehistoric times. The beliefs that our prehistoric ancestors used to carry at those times, they got hardwired and also mutated to suit today's scenario. I'll give you one example. Long back, hundreds and millions of years back maybe, being in a group was taken to be a hallmark of safety. Because if you were in a group, you wouldn't be hunted down by a wild animal. See how that has led to what is called today as groupthink, which is when people shun their individual thinking and tend to agree to a group in order to not displease a group of people. Think about it. Now, something very interesting happens when you talk about beliefs. Always remember, you will view every experience in your life in such a manner so as to confirm the underlying belief. All your actions, they always get aligned in such a manner to prove the belief is correct at all times. Unconsciously or subconsciously, you're always out to prove your belief to be true, and you act in that manner. Those rare times when you find an experience to not accept, not fit in with a belief, those experiences are brushed away as aberrations, as exceptions to the rule. The belief becomes the rule. If you have beliefs about people around you, every action of theirs will always be viewed in such a manner so as to confirm your belief about them. Think about it. If you look at a person and you have a belief that this person is out to harm me, any action that the person takes will always be viewed with suspicion, right? You also tend to hang out with people who share your beliefs, and you look at people who have a different belief system as if they are aliens. That is what leads to a huge fragmentation in the society. Whether it is religion, whether it is geography, whether it is food habits, whether it is sexuality, all of these are belief systems, and people tend to stick to people who share their belief systems because, like we saw earlier, it seems as if there is safety in numbers. If you believe in something, it invariably tends to happen because your actions are always directed towards that, to prove it true at all times. And when such things happen, when the beliefs are proven to be true, that becomes a further confirmation that this has to be the whole truth. Think about this for your life. How you have certain beliefs and how they become the rule over a period of time. It's a very interesting thought to go into. Now, beliefs are always formed because of an underlying hard-coded fear. Maybe something didn't work out for you in the past and you developed a fear for that or towards that. Maybe you had a very bad experience and you fear having that experience again, and you formed a belief about that. Maybe someone told you something and you stuck onto it so hard that it became a belief. Always remember, your beliefs come from fear and they instill fear. They form guardrails around you, so many resistances around you, so that you never step out of that belief. Then they shape your narrative in such a manner that you would never ever break them. People usually always say that all bosses are bad. Now, this is a great example of a belief system. Even if you haven't had that experience, you will tend to think that yes, all bosses are bad, and you will tend to view your boss through that light only. Another common belief, very, very common, is you always end up losing money in the stock markets. Imagine that. Most of the people who subscribe to this belief, they never touch the stock market, never invest through the stock markets because they feel that they will lose money. And these beliefs become so much hard-coded that you never break them. Now, maybe they are based on one experience of yours or some experiences of others, a collected belief maybe, but eventually they all become your beliefs. The truth is, these beliefs, these belief systems, they make you stay in a condition of no responsibility, where you can palm off the responsibility unconsciously to someone or something else. They keep you in a situation where you keep blaming others for things not happening in your life, because you will never take responsibility for that. That is how your belief makes you. While you hold your entire survival on these beliefs, on your beliefs, they actually stop you from truly growing, truly expanding in life. Because the boundaries that are set are so hard that you can never break them. It's very difficult, but it needs to be done. Now, one has numerous beliefs. If you were to sit down and start writing, I'm sure you would exhaust numerous notebooks. But there is a cheat code to understand or to recognize one's beliefs, because they are very, very subconscious in nature. They have become subconscious in nature. Whenever you hear this voice from inside your head, some people call it the gut feel, some people call it a voice of reason, whatnot. But whenever this voice from deep inside you tells you things in the extreme, know that this is a belief system at work and it is telling you to fall in line with itself. Whenever this voice tells you, you have to do this, you definitely cannot do that, the only way to do this is this, you do not know how to, you will never know how this works. Whenever you hear anything in the extreme, know that it is your belief system telling you to fall in line, to come within the parameters. Also know that maybe you are trying to go out of that belief system, break the barriers and actually truly expand, but it stops you from doing so. Try and catch yourself when this happens. It's a very interesting thing to see and observe. In fact, maybe you should take up a couple of examples from your life. Think of what beliefs do you have? Where did they come from? And what do you think would happen if you break them? Just think about it. At one point of time, people believed that no one can run a mile within 4 minutes. People believed that Mount Everest could never be surmounted, never be climbed. People believed that the English Channel could never be crossed, and so on and so forth. All evolution, all biggest discoveries in the world, all growth, all expansion happened despite the beliefs. They happened because the beliefs were broken, not because people stuck to those beliefs. Now, when we talk about breaking your belief system, it is really one of the most difficult things to do because of the deep programming, the pure conditioning that exists at a deep level inside you. By the way, it's very biological. Your brain is made of neurons, all wiring, all of it is there. A belief is just a mind structure. It is a particular wiring of neurons which make you act in a programmed particular manner. That is it. It happened because you thought this is the way it should be. It is not unbreakable. It is not impossible. Get this, underline this. It is not unbreakable. The beliefs are not unbreakable. It is not impossible to break your belief. You just need a lot of awareness. If you don't break them, by the way, there is no growth, there is no upgrading. All this talk is in the air if you don't get over your belief systems. So the awareness that is required, the courage that is required. Oh, by the way, a lot of courage is required. A lot of courage is required to understand that life is not about fixed outcomes. There are infinite possibilities and you can act despite your beliefs. A lot of courage required in this. We have always seen beliefs being broken. And by the way, we always see the people who break beliefs. We always laud them. We always put them up on a pedestal. Peace, global peace. People who, the warriors who've been fighting for global peace, they are fighting a belief system. The people who are fighting global hunger, they are fighting a belief system. Humankind evolved by breaking beliefs. Forget all these things. Look at a child next to you. See how children go out of their way to disprove their own beliefs. That's how we were all born, till beliefs, created guardrails around us, resistances around us. But just look around you. So, you have to keep testing the limits of your beliefs constantly. Nothing will happen, by the way, nothing will go wrong. Your survival is not at stake, remember that. Keep testing the limits of your beliefs constantly. Be aware of it, have the courage to test it and keep testing it bit by bit. Slightly push the barrier a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Do something that challenges the belief a bit at a time. Don't try to, by the way, bring in a revolution. Don't try to break it in a big way. Just a little bit and a little bit. And when you do this, and when there is a continuous action towards breaking a limiting belief system, and when there is a continuous evidence of action that life can go on outside this belief system, the belief just shatters. It just shatters. Try it for yourself. stuff, things where you were stopping yourself from doing some things by yourself. Wherever you were resisting it or stopping yourself, try to do it a little bit. If you've told yourself, I'm not a person who can hit the gym, try going once in a week. Slowly increase it. If you have been telling yourself that I can never run, try running for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, little by little, baby steps. You have to take actions, you have to plan these actions to go against the belief systems. They don't happen by themselves. The default is to stay in the belief system. The design that one has to have in their life is to break their belief system. You would remember the entire discussion or introspection on the game called life, one of the earlier podcasts that we had done. All the different levels of life, what are they? They are nothing but a set of belief systems that govern. Once you break one level, how do you do that? You break the belief system, you upgrade yourself, go to the next one, and so on. So, if a belief freezes you, stops you from taking action, take baby steps to break it, small steps. By the way, expect your belief to stop you. A belief system will do anything and everything to keep you compliant with it, to keep you obeying, to keep you programmed, especially including showing you a picture as if the entire world would end for you if you were to break this. That's a reason why a lot of people are not able to break out of abusive relationships. A lot of people are not able to pursue their dreams. It's all because the belief system makes you see a picture where it seems as if the entire world would end. If you would even dare to try to break it, how dare you try to break a belief system? Imagine that. That is exactly how beliefs work. It's all inside you, remember that. It's all possible. If you could create this belief system in you, you have the power in you to break it. Always remember this. All your beliefs show themselves to you through the mindsets that you carry. So it's important to try and keep an awareness of what kind of mindset are you operating from. Let's just look at some different types of mindsets, and maybe you will fall into multiple categories. Maybe you will have one of them coming out as a big theme in life, but it's a great exercise to go through. The first one is called the fixed versus the growth mindset. A fixed mindset is nothing but a limiting mindset where the person feels that nothing can be changed in their life. You feel as if you have what you have, that's it, you go with it. A growth mindset is where you believe that you can develop yourself, you can develop your talents, you can become better, and you can grow up, you can upgrade yourself. Then there is something called the scarcity versus abundance mindset. Scarcity mindset is where you feel that there is never enough and you always need to struggle for it. You always need to fight for whatever is available every time. Success, money, growth, it's all in limited quantity. So you better get your share. Fight for it. The opposite side is the abundance mindset, where you think that there is always enough of everything and more, and you will get your due. You just need to do what you need to do. But there is more than enough for everyone to have their share. Then there is the expert versus learner mindset. Expert is where you think that I know it all, I know everything. And where you tell yourself, I am an expert, I can't make mistakes. A learner mindset on the other side is someone who thinks that I am willing to learn and it is okay to make mistakes. Think about it. Oh, here's an interesting one. There's a victim versus master mindset. A victim mindset is where you feel that things are happening to you, as if people are doing things to you, as if the entire world is doing things to you and you have no role to play in this. You feel that, hey, I am not responsible for whatever is going on in my life. Whatever is happening in my life is not my doing. That's a victim mindset for you. On the other hand, the master mindset is where you feel powerful, empowered. You feel that I make things happen in my life. I am the master of my own situations. And you feel responsible for everything happening in your life. Oh, then there is a negative versus affirmative mindset. Negative mindset is where your default answer is always no. You're always closed to experiences. extremely rigid. You've defined something, that is how it will be for your entire life. You'll always say no to anything lying outside of it. An affirmative mindset, on the other hand, the default answer is yes. You're always willing to explore, take life, experience life afresh, open to new experiences, have a flexible approach. Oh, then there is a failure versus success mindset. Failure mindset is where you always think of what could go wrong and you keep planning for it. At any point of time, you're always thinking of what all could go wrong with a particular situation. On the other hand, the success mindset is where you plan to win, not plan to fail. You plan on being successful and you always visualize what are the things that would go right in your favor. Think about it. Then there is a repelling mindset and an attracting mindset. There are people who continuously run away from some things and reach some place because they are repelling things and running away from things. This is a repelling mindset. The attracting mindset is where you're running towards something, where you're attracting something, not repelling something. You're running towards something to reach there. There is a loser versus winner mindset. A loser mindset is something that tells you that you're always a loser, you're always unlucky, things never happen for you. A winner mindset is something that tells you you're always a winner, you're always very lucky, things happen automatically for you. Oh, we could have many such examples, but these few cover the majority of mindsets, a huge chunk of the mindsets that govern people, that show themselves because of the underlying beliefs. I'm sure you would have noticed an interesting thing. All the mindsets occurred in pairs. They were polarities, they were opposites of each other. The first one was something that you do not wish for in your life. The second one was always something that you want to wish for in your life. So another way to break your beliefs is to grab hold of a mindset that falls in the second category. Just grab hold of it. Develop a growth mindset. Have an abundance mindset. Become a learner, a master. Have an affirmative mindset. Have an attracting mindset. All these things. That's a great way to break your beliefs, the underlying beliefs. Just imagine if you were watching the movie of your life. Just suppose you lived your entire life from today till the end of your life, living within these beliefs that you have, being or feeling very constrained, feeling very limited by them. How would life look like for you? What if this were how it is right now? What if this were the scenario for the next many years? Imagine that life. And if you were to flip it, imagine a life where you were breaking your beliefs. You were growing, expanding, upgrading yourself, becoming unlimited, unconditional. How would that movie play out for you? Visualize it. Think about it. Quickly, a few Alpha Life thoughts to introspect upon. Who have you become with the beliefs that you carry currently? And who could you possibly become if you were to completely let go of your beliefs and grow past them, upgrade yourself? Why is growing past your beliefs so important for you? How would you like to break your beliefs? And what steps would you like to take right away? Once again, this is all about choice, Some people may choose to believe in limiting themselves. They may choose to believe that they have no choice. That is also a choice, by the way. A limiting one though, but that is also a choice. While some people may believe in becoming unlimited, unconditional, growing, always wanting to expand, always wanting to live a great life. They believe that they can grow past their beliefs and become much bigger. One choice leads to a life that you don't want for anyone and definitely for yourself. And another choice leads to a life that you always wished for, a fulfilling, a flourishing life, an alpha life. The choice, as they always say, is yours. Thank you for listening in. If you like what you're listening to here, I would humbly request you, please pay it forward, share it with people whom you think could benefit from all these thoughts, people whom you think should be living their alpha life. This could be one of the ways in which you contribute to their life. Once again, welcome to your Alpha Life project.